Greetings, free thinkers. Welcome to the Hoggcast. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing fine. I certainly am. Okay, so what do we have on today's episode? We have a few clips to go over, all related, of course. This one here we're going to look at. Now, these are nurses. They've gone from dancing. Now they're doing like movie adaptations or Hollywood movie. They're copying scenes from Hollywood movies, essentially. And this one here is, of course, the Titanic. This is all at the same time we're led to believe that they've got just no time and, they need medals and they're all rushed off their feet. Something doesn't compute. And then the clip after that we got to watch is of a man in Walmart going crazy at another man because he hasn't got the face covering. The difference between these two is so profound and fantastic that, in my opinion, it's criminal. It is criminal that the smooth brains are being programmed to behave the way they are in places like Walmart. All the while, clips like this are being hidden from them so that they are living their lives in a permanent state of Rona agitation. So let's get into this video, but if you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell and share this video around. It only takes a couple of seconds to share this around. Retweet it, share it on Facebook. That really helps this channel grow and helps this video get seen. Okay, let's go. Okay, so let's check this out. So, as you can see, it's a TikTok, so it's only a short video, but as you can see, there is nobody behind them. Nobody at all. And I keep seeing clips like this. And I know you do too. If you're someone who likes to go online to get information about current affairs and the like, you may have seen this type of thing a lot, especially the dancing videos that they often produce, highly choreographed, by the way, which shows you, if you're a thinking person, that they spend time doing this. They spend time getting the moves right. Next, we have one of these self-styled Rona enforcement people, not an actual one in a uniform, one of the people who thinks that his face covering is a uniform, and that gives him some sort of right to treat people any way they like. You've seen these people in your life, I've seen these people in my life, and this is yet again another one. Something's gone wrong here. Even the people that love to push this, okay, I would implore the people who love to push this to at least get, when you're doing your weekly propaganda update into the minds of the NPCs, when you're updating their computer chip in their brain, I would just ask you to do one thing for me. And that is to tell them that it's not okay to attack someone who hasn't got a face covering. Just because you have one doesn't mean it's okay for you to do something to them if they don't have one. Take a look. And you see she's laughing. Sorry to interrupt it here, but there was an epithet used. The mainstream media would probably have you think it came from this guy here and be directed towards him. No, of course it wasn't. If you're up to date on the real world, you know that the epithet was used from this man. You understand what I'm saying? And it was directed towards this man. You understand what I mean? It always is. We're tired of you. We're tired of you. We're tired of each other.
That part. And I do feel you, sir, because there's a lot of people.
So the woman filming this is obviously of the same pedigree as the man shouting, so she's fully on his side, of course. So these people have just come into the shop to buy something. They're not bothering anyone. Not bothering anyone at all. That guy needed to be restrained. Now, if he wasn't restrained, he would go up to them and invade their personal space. Yet, we're expected to believe he's concerned about them being contagious. If you're really worried about that, why would you invade someone's personal space? I've seen that on numerous occasions. In fact, we're going to go over something quickly after I've watched these clips. It's something I want you to see. So, you'll remember the first clip, if you didn't skip through it, the EMT people, the nurses doing a spoof of the Titanic. Well, this is a grandmother who, in Britain, who's talking about her family members, her adult family members, who were upset because they couldn't go to work because of the new restrictions. Take a look.
It's James, and I'm 89, I think, or 88, I'm not sure. And I think this is all wrong what the government are doing, making people cry. I've seen my son and his lady cry last night because they couldn't go to work this morning, and it's wrong. It's the people that should say what's going on, not politicians with their posh suits and everything. I'm thinking about doing a petition and walking around the streets with it. I can't walk very well, but I'll do my best, and I'll demand that they stop this business.
What a beautiful woman. What a beautiful woman. Beautiful soul, beautiful spirit. You know, she's saying, she's so right. For too long in the modern culture, you get these millennials that say, okay boomer, because you get these 22-year-old millennials that think they know more about the world. They think they know better than 88-year-old women who have been here since the Second World War. If you've been alive since the 1920s, 1930s, trust me, you accumulate a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge. Okay, she has a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge. And when she says it should be the people dictating which way this country goes instead of the the politicians in the suits, which she described them as, she's absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Here in Britain, the government can't seem to walk from one side of the room to the other side of the room without something going wrong. Either they'll set themselves on fire, or they'll trip over and break their leg, or they'll destroy the carpet, or they'll accidentally fall and knock the foundations of the building down. They can't just get from one side of the room to another. They can't do it. That's indicative of politicians in general in the Western Hemisphere. And these people are running this country into the ground. I know it's the same in many other Western countries. France, Germany, Sweden, Canada, Australia, the United States. It's the same everywhere. The same small group of people making all the decisions when they're out of touch. They're self-serving elitists. Anyway, we'll finish watching what she's saying, then I want to move on.
Because it's not fair on the people that want to go to work and can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all I want to say.
Oh, love. Oh, God, she's broken, isn't she? Look. Let's watch the end of that again. She's broken.
Can't. That's all I want to say.
Poor woman. Poor woman. Maybe if the people in this country listened to her and her generation a little bit more, just one last time before she passes, maybe we'd get back onto straight and narrow. We've got one last thing to show you. Right, now this is the final thing I wanted to show you. It is how a man brings this is yesterday, a man was arrested for trying to bring a gun into a gym in Minnesota. He doesn't work there and he's not a cop, but he said he was here he specifically went to that gym to see how many people were wearing face coverings. And when he saw people weren't, he got so enraged, bearing in mind the people who were there are healthy adult people who even the science says are very little risk. Bearing in mind they also are choosing to do what they want to do with their bodies, okay? He got so angry, he tried to enter with the gun. So a man brings gun to enforce face covering compliance in a gym before the manager tackled him. So it goes over. I know I'm no Tim Pool, so we'll quickly go over this. A Minnesota man was arrested after he allegedly pulled out a gun in a gym because members were not wearing masks whilst they worked out. Michael, however you pronounce that, reportedly went to the LA Fitness on December the 31st in Maplewood to monitor whether gym members were wearing coverings. He is not a member of the gym, so he just decided that he was going to get up that day and take his firearm with him. How ridiculous. He reportedly spoke to an employee at the front desk to alert them that members were not complying with mandates, and spoke in an aggressive and angry tone. Where have we seen that before? You remember the clip, 2 clips before this at Walmart. Something's gone wrong with these people that they think that they are essentially an arm of the government, that they have the right to subject people essentially to an inquisition. A face covering inquisition. A manager then spoke with the man and said that the gym does not employ enough people to monitor them, but that if the man could pay an employee personally to enforce the rules, then they would. So the man then called the manager dumb and said he would take pictures of people in the gym to get the business in trouble with the state. Of course he would, because this is a leftist. That's what left-wing people do. The manager refused to let him in, prompting the man to say, "Oh yeah?" He then pulled out a weapon. An employee said the man did not flash the gun, but said that he completely removed it from his pocket, pointing it at the manager. He then tried to enter the gym again, but was tackled to the ground by the manager, who thought he would shoot people in there for not wearing a face covering, which he would. Of course he would. Of course he would, because he's clearly unhinged. Anyway, that's what I wanted to show you. The contrast between nurses either dancing or now they are copying scenes from famous Hollywood movies. Meanwhile, people in the street are trying to bring weapons into a gym because they have been so riled up by the mainstream media that they think they're going to die every 2 seconds that they leave the house. Or if they come within 100 feet of another human being, they think they have the right to control what another human being does for X reason, insert reason. I think it's brought all the power hungry people out. I really do. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell and share this video around. That will help me stay competitive with the likes of CNN and MSNBC. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.